Do you ever feel like you understand English really well, but when it's time to speak, the words just don't come out? Or maybe you try to speak, but you stop yourself because you are scared of making mistakes. If this sounds familiar to you, then this video is for you because I know exactly how that feels because I have been there too. I used to understand English really well, but speaking it, that was a different challenge. I felt nervous, made mistakes, and sometimes avoided speaking altogether. But I did not let that stop me. In this video, I will share with you how I went from being too scared to speak to feeling confident in English even though I still make mistakes. And the best part is, you just don't need any fancy tools or expensive courses to learn this language. You just need to start. And whatever steps I'm going to give you in this video, that will help you to learn this language very fast. And I promise that you will be thankful at the end of this video because this is your dream that I wanna speak English fluently. So let's begin this video. Step number one, learn practical sentences, not just grammar. The first thing I realized was that I did not need to master grammar rules before I started speaking English. Instead, I focused on learning simple and practical English sentences that I could use daily, like, how are you? Could you help me with this? Could you clarify that for me? Could you please give me a moment to think? And I would like to order this, like this. And I also started listening native speakers 2 to 4 hours a day. I paid attention how they spoke, their tone, pronunciation, and sentence flow. Honestly, whenever I listened to them, I felt so inspired and I used to think, wow, I want to speak like that too. This single thought kept me motivated to keep learning this language. Step number two, practice speaking out loud even if you are alone. Learning is just first step. The second step is practicing, and that's where I pushed myself. I started by speaking in front of mirror. I would pick any random topic like my family, my friends, my dreams, and I looked at myself and pretended that I was talking to someone else. At first, it felt strange. I made mistakes, forgot words, and sometimes laughed at myself. But I did not stop. I reminded myself that making mistakes is part of learning. Even today, I'm not perfect. I still make lots of grammatical mistakes and sometimes I pronounce word wrong, but I keep speaking because it makes me feel confident and free. Step number three, record yourself for 5 minutes every day. The 30-day challenge. Trust me, this step made the biggest difference for me to recording myself every single day. In November 2021, I challenged myself to speak for 5 minutes daily for 30 days. Every day I picked any random topic. For example, first day I talk about my mother, second day I talked about my brother, third day I talk about the importance of money, fourth day I talked about my dreams and goals. But I did not care if my pronunciation wasn't perfect or if I repeated the same sentences again and again or if my grammar wasn't perfect. But the goal is to show up every single day and keep improving. By the end of the 30 days, I noticed a huge difference, not just in my speaking skills, but also in my confidence. I just want to say to you, if you really want to speak better, try this challenge. It's simple but super effective. Step number 4, use English in real life situation. Don't wait for perfection. I didn't wait until I felt perfect to start speaking English language. In fact, I used English whenever I could. For example, ordering something in English, asking questions in English, and speaking to friends in English. And yes, I made mistakes and sometimes forgot words or mixed up tenses, but I did not let that stop me. Because here is one thing I have learned, that people don't judge you for speaking imperfectly. In fact, most people appreciate your effort. So stop worrying about being perfect and start speaking from now. Step number 5, be consistent even when it feels hard. This step is really very important, like consistency, because I didn't improve overnight. I improved because I practiced a little every single day, even when I didn't feel like it. Someday I only practice 10 minutes a day, but I made sure I didn't skip to speaking English language, because consistency trains your brain, and over time speaking English feels like more natural and automatic. So even if you are too busy, make sure you speak this language every single day. You practice even few minutes a day if you genuinely want to speak this language. And at the end, I just want to say to you that you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start speaking this language from now. Start practicing. It's completely okay if you're making mistakes. It's completely okay. And if you feel like this video is helpful for you, so make sure subscribe this channel, because we are growing this community and I would genuinely love for you to be part of this community. Until that time, bye bye. And yes, you can watch my this video. Till later, bye bye.